This week I had a request to teach pigeon pose, so I'm going to teach you how to get into it and then a couple different variations. Let's start in downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder distance apart, no tension in the neck. Push especially into the index fingers and the thumbs. Invite the heels to come down to the mat, engage the thighs. Spin the inner thighs up towards the sky, take a couple deep breaths. And when you're ready, lift the left leg as high as you can, spread the toes. And as you exhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. And the left leg comes down. Keep the left foot flexed, toes slightly spread, just to protect the ankle. Turn around and make sure that your back foot is completely straight behind you. Sometimes it tends to splay out diagonally, and you don't want that. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, puff the chest out slightly, drawing the shoulder blades toward each other. Imagine that the knees are magnetized, so almost as if you're trying to pull them towards each other without actually moving them. This lifts the pelvic floor. And then you want to just breathe length into the hip flexor. So imagine yourself getting really long in the spine, trying not to have any compression in the spine. And then from here, you can either just stay here, or you can lift up the back leg. If you need help lifting the back leg, you can use a strap. Just wrap it around. And invite the leg up, the foot up. Spread the toes. And you can reach back and grab hold of it. If you feel stable here, you can lift the left arm. You can take it into mermaid pose. Or if you're really open in the shoulder, you can come up. To take pigeon pose from the hip flexor into the left hip, you just walk the hands out however far you want to go. Rest the head, and now you're going to feel the stretch in the left hip. When you're ready to release the pose, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes, back toes, lifting the knee up. Push into the hands, engage the core, lift the front leg. Step back into plank and come into downward facing dog. Take it over to the other side by picking the right leg up as high as you can, spreading the toes. And then bring the wrists and shoulders in one line, setting the front leg down. Now, if you're having a hard time bringing your shoulders back and then sitting kind of upright, if you find yourself off to the side or something, you can take a block or even just a rolled up towel and place it underneath the sit bone. You don't want to put it like right up in there, but just underneath slightly. Keep the right foot engaged. And then this just helps to bring the pelvis in alignment. Remember that whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other. So get really long with each inhale. And then you can pick the back leg up. Taking it into mermaid pose. And if you're really open in the shoulders, and then take the stretch from the hip flexor over to the right hip and melt forward, and you should feel it right here. When you're ready to release the pose, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, curl the left toes, engage the core, lift the front leg, plank pose, and child's pose. I hope that was helpful, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Twitter at Yoga by Candice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/yogabycandice, and on my blog at yogabycandice.com.